Hello and welcome to Who Are You? We're a reasonably well done sci-fi watchcast by a couple of friends who used to be strangers and are now watching 2004's Battlestar Galactica. I'm Laura.
And I'm Xhafer. And we have an episode.
We do.
It's season 4, episode 13, The Oath.
It is.
You've already watched the next one because we're recording these back to back.
I wondered if you wanted to spoil that for the audience.
Well, it's a two-parter, right?
It very clearly is, yeah.
And so we're recording it back to back. You'll get to listen to it week after week. But there's no, what happens next lingering in the air. So, listener, if I don't do my normal pauses or not saying stuff, I'm just going to acknowledge it up front that I know Laura's already seen the next one. I've already seen the next one. We've done our notes. We're recording it as soon as we finish this one, probably. So, just if I don't play those normal games, that's why. I'll try to actively spoil next episode if you're watching along, but know that I'm not also going to be censoring myself on how this conflict resolves. Or the fact that it only happens over 2 episodes, because that was a poignant thing that I don't think was recorded. I think that was when we were talking outside of pod that you had expressed concern before watching these 2 episodes that Gata's Mutiny was going to be the 3s and the final 5 subplot from last season and this season, that it was going to go on way too long.
Yes.
Was the main concern.
I think that might have been on pod, and I think you did try to mislead me.
I might have. I do that sometimes. I do that more than you've realized.
Because I felt like it was going to be at least another episode or maybe even another after that. I was worried about it. But yeah, it did not drag on. I think you did say, though, it wouldn't be horrifying like that silly final 5 dying nonsense was.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if this was 2 or 3 episodes before I sat down to watch them. The fact that it wrapped up in 2 was okay, cool, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen still.
Yeah.
But this
for
is
one
also
thing,
good.
The Cavils have to show up at some point. We're not.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Cavill in a while.
We can't be. Yeah.
I mean, we're not done with the Cavils. Dean Stockwell will be back.
Yeah. I mean, we've been too worried about him this whole time, so...
They mention him just enough to remind you that he's still running around out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am a little worried we might never see a Simon again, though.
I'm pretty sure we will see all of the Cylons. I don't think anyone... I don't think we're missing a Doral or a Simon or something...
When you say that, do you
forward.
also mean Deanna? Because it's unclear if she stayed on Earth or not to me.
I am talking, okay. I'm pretty sure we see Simon and Doral and the Cylons that you would expect to see again.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everyone's back for the finale-ish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The finale's 3 parts, so if we count all 3, I'm pretty sure we get to see everyone you would expect to see without saying anything about characters you may or may not expect to see.
Yeah.
No spoilies there.
You could always get Deanna back somehow, and being that when they unboxed the one on the Resurrection Hub, Cavill also
just pull the back up. Fuck it.
Yeah, or Boomer resurrected another one on her way out, because we still don't know where Boomer is.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot left to do, I think, because I just have a feeling this show has to end us on some kind of planet. I just think that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're all going to be nuked in the end. That seems possible too, but I don't know. I feel like there's another planet out there for us. So
yeah. I mean, that's kind of what everyone's talking about going and doing while they're doing this mutiny.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be logical to follow up on.
Yeah. We still had those, I don't remember what classes he said, JK and L or something he wanted to look for. I don't know if they were...
I think they use Star Trek classifications in this.
Oh, they did. Okay.
just as
Okay.
a nod. I think when they found New Caprica, they called it like barely an M-class planet or something.
Yeah, it was like not ideal.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure they at the very least it's a nod
Mhm.
given Ron Moore's history, even
Yeah.
though all of the planet classifications in Star Trek come from Vulcan words.
Yeah.
But
Who cares? Only nerds know that's shit, Xhafer.
right. A Minshara class planet, you mean?
Uh-huh.
That's what that stands for. Actually, uh,
So I guess we got to do this.
yeah, we should talk about this episode. We got Battlestar Galactica Season 4, Episode 13, The Oath. We open on Adama and Ty discussing that some of the fleet is still refusing their upgrades to FTL, as he tells Ty that the quorum can fix it, just as we join Zarek in his jail cell.
Yeah, so we're having this conversation and Adama's like trying to get Ty to call the quorum, but Ty's like, do you really think I'm the best guy for that?
That is, yes.
And as they're trying to like acknowledge this, Rosalind just wanders in her bathrobe.
Very casually. Yeah.
I there's a subtle thing too in the scene that I really liked because over the last, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 episodes, we've been given hints about like how much things on Galactica are deteriorating and how much people are like acknowledging how much this sucks.
Yeah.
And so in peppered into this conversation is how bad the algae coffee is. Nobody likes algae coffee.
There's lots of complaints about food in this episode and the one that follows.
Yeah. I guess they've not been hip to mushroom coffee yet. That's the thing I used to get ads for all over my Instagram.
Yeah, man. That would kill me, but it's sad. The ads worked on me for mushroom coffee. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm just all like, I didn't realize it was mushroom coffee. It was all like this natural coffee alternative. You get this and this and this, and I'm all like, that all sounds great. I like most of those things. I like the B vitamins. I like the
B vitamins,
stuff.
so cool.
It's like
so
good
hot
stuff. Yeah, And then I like look into it. I'm like, fuck, it's mushroom coffee. Listener, I am super allergic to mushrooms. If you were unaware, if I don't think that's something that would come up casually. I typically don't broadcast ways to poison me to you all, but yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny? One of my good girlfriends and I, we text each other pictures of fungus we see all the time, and it's still hadn't occurred to me that like, oh, these would be bad for Xhafer, no matter what they are, because I have no idea what they are. Some of them could be also bad for me.
Yeah, and it's like it's hilarious because like. I've talked about my dad on the pod before. My dad was a prepper, a bit of a conspiracy nut.
Sure.
And so I grew up with like nature survival training. That was like part of my childhood.
Yeah. Fun.
Right. So I can tell you a handful of mushrooms you can and can't eat. I mean, for me, the answer is easy, but for everyone else, I do know a handful of these things. And I'm just all like, I was always like you could throw me in the woods and I'd have a shot. Like, I know how to do enough stuff. I know how to, like, trap. I know how to, like, do a handful of things to survive in a wilderness situation because... And I spent a summer working at a summer camp, and I taught edible plants as one of the classes. And so it's just, like I know a handful of these things, and I always found it just, like, the dichotomy of it hilarious because it's just, like... I wasn't allergic until I was a teenager to mushrooms. I wasn't born allergic to mushrooms. I grew into it.
Yeah.
And so
I think if we were rebooting Battlestar Galactica today, I want the fleet to have the algae food, of course, but also like a mushroom ship or mushroom farm or something where we get mushroom coffee instead. I think that would be just a delight for me, and that's what I want.
It feels like that'd be something you could grow in space relatively easily.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Like, especially because mushrooms are such a like associated with like growing on waste products. Like,
Yeah.
we can probably get waste easier than other
Yeah.
things. If we happen upon a planet that has some life on it, but it's not sustainable, maybe it can grow mushrooms.
Yeah. Chop down a bunch of space trees and throw them in a hole and see what happens.
Yeah.
Mist them every once in a while. You'll get
Mhm.
something growing.
Spores have got to be easy to store and carry with you, right? Lots of spores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but they don't have mushroom coffee, and also Ty is a little freaked out about Rosalind sleeping over.
Yeah. He's just
I
all
love his
like,
face.
oh,
Yeah,
fucking Mike Hogan, man. He is so good in this show.
he's got a great face.
Like, anytime, like, I feel like Beth has watched like 3 shows where he's a bad guy.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
And I think Teen Wolf, I don't remember. Fucking, there's stuff. And I was just like, every time it's like, oh, it's Ty, you know? And he's just like acting his fucking ass off all the time. And she's like, oh, this guy's the worst because he's this villain. He does these things. I'm like, oh no, he's great.
I mean, okay, we're getting near the end of the show,
Yeah.
and I think at the beginning I would have been like, "Is Ty a good guy?" Because all the like
Oh,
alcoholism and the like
well, I
bad
don't think he's
stuff.
like the character is a good person. I think Mike Hogan is a
Well,
great actor.
I mean, unless there's going to be some sort of really bad turn in the next, what have we got left? The 6 episodes that I
Yeah.
haven't seen. Um, I
He's
don't
had a
know.
very full character arc.
He has. I would put him like more if you got a slider at the bottom. He's tilting toward the good side, like
Yeah.
not a total asshole. So,
I think it's
congratulations.
in terms of character development, he's gotta be the most changed character from the start of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that's controversial. Bad stuff, a ton of stuff has happened to this guy, and he's come through all of it, and not cleanly, but as a different, changed, and better person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I don't. I mean, if we're just saying most changed, I'm wondering like, could Gata also be up there in a way, but like the wrong way?
I have a lot of feelings about that actually.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah. I honestly haven't paid enough attention early on to this character to really
Yeah.
get a feel
I,
for it.
I will say in rewatch mode, definitely paying attention to a lot of those things. And I've even called out some stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
A little nods on pod to what this was leading to.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Gate has been upset about a decision being made, I've made a point of saying something about it for this reason.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, so let's get to that. I love that we're
Yeah.
time stamping every fucking thing in this episode almost. And it's even better in the next episode to me.
yeah,
I love me some timestamps.
Gata frees Tom Zarek with a pack of Marines. They have secured a small arms locker.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that I want to call out that happens in this episode and the next that I liked as an artistic choice
Mm-hmm.
is right here is even Gata is springing Zarek, busting him out. He rubs his wounded leg, and
Yes.
he does this a lot throughout these 2 episodes. It's very subtle. It's not like super obvious, but he's being bothered by something.
Yes, the pains are there.
At this point they aren't worried about the quorum.
They're worried about Lee in the quorum.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what they said, that they weren't too worried about the quorum except for Sonny
Lee.
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And back in Adama's quarters, Rosalind's like, "Hey, he's super right. He shouldn't be the one calling the quorum, you idiot."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, Lee can handle it." And she's
Yeah.
doing her thing of, "I'm not getting involved anymore. I'm busy dying and living till I die. Thank you very much."
Mm-hmm.
But
But this guy can help.
cannot resist. Yeah, she cannot resist telling them who can help.
Yeah. Racetrack fakes a fuel spill to get some of the Baltar Bang Bus babes off the deck.
Oh, is that who they were?
Yes. Because
What are they doing here?
why are they here? Is the
Yeah.
real question. They're here so that there's a reason for Baltar to know what is going on.
Oh, okay. I didn't even catch that these were Bang Bus babes, and I was just like, oh, we're getting people out. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and Gata's saying like, "Oh, there's a plot on Zarek's life, so we've got to get him to Colonial One for safekeeping." And Laird is a good boy who's gonna just go confirm that with CIC real quick.
Yep. No, we see Laird for the first time since mid-season 2.
I know, right? I guess he took over when the chief was demoted, right?
Well,
Or
we saw the other guy was up
Figursky
there
had
too.
in charge, wasn't
Figursky,
he?
but also Laird is chief petty officer here. So there's some confusion on that. But
Yeah. Well, you told me about Figursky getting dressed down in the previous episode, I think
yeah,
it was.
maybe he got demoted and then we'll
Yeah.
get re-promoted. um, but yeah, he insists on calling and clearing the departure, and then he gets got by Zarek clue style.
It was Zarek with the wrench on the flight deck.
Yeah, I actually looked away on my notes. I saw Gata, I thought, looking at the wrench, and I was making notes. And then I looked back up, and Zarek's talking about, like, he's not the last. He won't be the last. I thought Gata did it until you corrected me.
Oh, nope.
So, yeah, that makes more sense, especially with the other things
Mm-hmm.
that are going to happen.
Yep. Gata steals himself to theme. A survivor count 39,643. We are down 1, and it is Laird because he died before the survivor count.
Okay. That
One
makes
of those. Sometimes that counts, sometimes they don't. This is one where we didn't see anybody else die. He could
Yeah.
hypothetically be part of the number that is a more significant drop next episode with a bunch of unnamed people, as we'll talk about in this episode. But conventional logic is it's Laird.
That makes sense.
Hoshi notices the launch of a Raptor in CIC and asks Gata, who tells him that he just is waiting for the update from Laird to come in. And he kind of plays it off that way. And then when it comes up again, he says it's just a Dratus ghost. And
Yeah.
Adama and Ty buy this story.
I feel terrible too, because a couple of times throughout this initial process, Hoshi is bringing up legit stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
we know that Gata had said, "I'm going to protect you in this." I think
Mhm.
that was in the webisodes, right?
Yes.
I'm going to protect you from what comes next or something. And so Hoshi is like doing his duty, and he keeps getting overridden by Gata, and that feels so bad.
Yeah.
That feels so bad. In Colonial One, Lee is trying to talk to the quorum, but Zarek's back.
Yep. He rolls in and assumes control of the meeting.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, the vice president's back. I'll be running this meeting now. By the way, your dad freed me. You should talk to him about that.
Zarek from jump is just like lies all through this process.
Yes. This is such. I mean, Richard Hatch had a ball. I'm sure. With this episode, these episodes, I should say.
Not a good sign though when you think that you're doing a righteous coup, that it's full of lies.
No.
Huh.
Well, he doesn't think he's doing a righteous coup. Zarek knows what he's doing. He's just telling Gata
Sure.
what he needs to hear.
Gata thinks he's doing a righteous coup.
100%.
For sure. Anders gets approached by someone he calls Diana.
That's Celix.
Oh,
Diana is her first name.
Okay.
All the pilots have regular names. Racetrack is Margaret. Like,
Yeah. But Celix is just her last name, and her
Yes.
call sign is what? Hardball?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. I thought this couldn't possibly be Celix. Maybe the actress just changed hairdos or something
No.
in between. No? Okay.
No.
Laura's just real bad at faces. Face blindness. Cool. This bodes well for when I have students in the hundreds soon. It'll be great.
That's fine. You're only going to deal with them over email anyways.
Facts. Yeah, Celix though. Celix being super sassy. Okay, I'm glad it's Celix because when he called her Diana and I was like, oh, he had another lady?
Nope. This is just Celix who's all like, man, maybe you didn't want to fuck me because you're a fucking dirty Cylon.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. It's your fault and you're defective for not wanting me, which
real incel logic from Celix. Not happy to see it. Where's Lanier when you need him?
Yeah. So she does him real dirty and she's distracting him with all this shit so he can be kidnapped.
Yep.
Fire detected on speed deck.
The wireless array. They have to send a repair team. And Gaeta is like, listen, all y'all, it's sabotage. The timing of this is too convenient. You should send some Marines down there, too.
Oh, boy.
After this, we cut over to Kara Thrace, who is mean to Hot Dog for no reason.
Yeah, Kara Starbuck, she's had some real bad looks over the show. Mm-hmm. This is just more of that.
For sure. You're like, I guess that was an apt nickname when I called you Hot Dog there, eh? Because, you had a child you didn't know about and aren't dealing with that trauma right now. And also I'm kind of slut-shaming you. And then it's just like, you are going to slut-shame me? And it's just all like, bruh, I thought we were chill here.
Yeah, she doesn't.
There is no chill.
Yeah, she doesn't take too kindly to Hot Dog giving it back. She can dish, but she can't take.
Mm-hmm.
But the fire alarm's going off, and Starbuck heads toward it. A pilot's like, "Hey, I'm in charge," and she's like, "Why is a fucking pilot in charge?" And she's starting to see it. I think, especially when they accuse her of being a Cylon as well.
Yeah, this is Narcho.
Who
was the keg on Pegasus that she got shipped over and took the job of.
Oh, problem.
Yeah. He's hated her for a very long time, and all of the more recent things in her life that have made her less trustable have only greatly compiled that for Narcho.
Yeah, and he's going to be a continuing problem.
He is.
People are arming themselves for a fire. That's also weird.
Yeah. She calls up to CIC and Gaeta just leaves her on red.
Yep. Lee's also calling Adama because what the fuck? Why is Zarek here? And Gaeta's just...
Before that, I do want to call out Kara Thrace grabs a sidearm and goes for that 90s, 2000s sci-fi trope. She's doing a Die Hard.
Yes. We are doing a Die Hard.
We're doing a Die Hard.
We're going to be doing a Die Hard for a bit here.
I actually have a Die Hard tracker throughout my notes for the 2 episodes. So don't worry, listener. If you wanted to know what Die Hard we were on, I will be able to tell you.
Okay.
Originals only.
And maybe Lee can come join us in this Die Hard because he also can't get through to Dad.
Yes. Yeah, Lee calls Gaeta, and he passes the buck there, too. Zarek tries to convince Lee that Dad is overthrowing the civilian government again. And so he gets on a Viper to go talk to Dad. Meanwhile, shipwide comms are down as the fire is spreading, we see from the damage control systems. Lee gets jumped when he lands. When asked where his Cylon survivors are now, Starbeast straight kills a guy, takes down Skulls, and then gets Lee free. Because you're right, this isn't just a Die Hard. This is a Die Hard with a vengeance. Which is 2 people doing the Die Hard. That was Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson do the Die
Good.
Hard and Die Hard with a Vengeance. So
Good.
yes.
Yeah. A whole team of diehards by the end.
Well, like I said, I'll be keeping track.
Okay. I'm glad you are, because I've only seen the one Die Hard.
I'm not going to say you're missing a ton. Ben, go ahead and gasp. That's fine.
Oh, no, you didn't. Hold me back. Hold me back.
They're fun. If you've seen the first one, it's the best one. I don't think anyone's going to argue with me there. There's fun little bits in the other ones, but like unless you just like, man, I want to watch Die Hard, but I don't want to rewatch Die Hard, there's no reason to watch anything besides Die Hard.
Sure. Okay.
Hilo and Athena hear shouting and gunshots, and Hilo's all like, oh, maybe Hera should go to daycare.
I was like, Hilo, what?
The fuck, Hilo? The
I was like,
himbo is strong.
I was like, the actor could read a line and be like, that's wrong. Like you could say, no, I don't think I'm going to say that.
I thought about this, and I think what Hilo is counting on is if Hera is surrounded by the other children, she's safe. They won't know who she is in that crowd. If he's actually worried about like insurrection or something, like the children will be protected. That is the safest place for her, and then they don't have to worry about her while they go handle whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Not realizing that it's outside the door and coming for them.
Okay, that's fair. I'll accept that. Sure. Especially if you think it's just like two random groups fighting, like,
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Bang Bus people are getting jumped again or something. Like,
I mean,
get her out of the way.
Everyone's been very depressed. You might think it's a suicide.
Yeah.
But also, like, this is me making excuses for the show that it could have done with one line of explanation and been better for it, which is one of my cardinal sins of television. If I can make it better with one line of explaining a little bit more, that's a failure. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we've got Pegasus people here. Threatening Hilo. Is it Nacho again, or is it a different one?
This is different, guys.
Okay.
This is it's with a G. I don't. Fuck this guy. This is one of the guys who sexually assaulted Athena.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Boomer? Yeah.
Boomer.
Yeah.
I think.
Was
right?
it? No, it was Athena. It was Athena.
Okay.
Yeah. She wasn't Athena back then, but it was Athena.
Okay.
I think.
And we know he's good friends with the rapist. So we know he probably did the 6 too, Agena, right?
100%. Yeah. No, he was like in the cell when they like beat up those guys. He's just not the guy who died, because there were like 2 or 3 guys that were doing the sexual assault.
Right. Not great though, because he does threaten her again. Yeah, and I think he knocks you out here.
Like, and this guy like ends up at taking Gata's post as part of the mutiny. And like, this is where if I were Gata, I would be questioning things. Like, I'm having a righteous revolution right now, and the guy who did the sexual assault is taking my job as I get promoted.
Yeah. Does that feel good? Does that feel right? Does that feel
justicey to you? Like,
Yep. Tell me something, because I haven't seen but the one Die Hard.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
And when Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson are teaming up, do they kiss? Because
if I said yes, would you go watch Die Hard with a Vengeance right now?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yes.
You would have to pause.
Laura, they kiss.
I promise I will never die.
Because Lee and Starbuck do for some reason before
we
CIC. I mean, it's mostly Starbuck, right? She sees as him, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She sees him as like, oh, I'm fucking alive. And it's all like, I mean...
Weird.
Starbuck would literally rather do a Die Hard than go to therapy.
Yep, 100%. in CIC, Hoshi's confused about the gases. If there's a fire, why are the gas readings normal?
Yeah.
And Gata says some bullshit. And Adama's like, well, I'm going to send a private down there to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So Hilo and Athena are left in the brig. And Six is sure that they're going to be killed ASAP. But Athena says, I think right now we're bargaining chips. Especially
Yes.
Sam, because he's one of them final fours that we care a lot about for some reason.
Yes. Anders is like, I don't fucking know shit. And they're like, maybe you don't say that out loud.
Yeah, just maybe keep that one under the chest,
Mhm.
close to the chest.
So we didn't mention it before, but in all of this ruckus, Adama gets pissed that the communications are down. So he sends his like yeoman ensign down as a runner
Yes.
to go see what the hell's going on with the fire. Jaffe gets back and is all like, it's fine. Like,
Yep.
this stuff was going on, but like, it's just a mechanical failure. Like, everything's okay. Like, I didn't see any of this shit.
Yep. Problem. Because that's getting too close to what's really happening. So Gata shows his hand and starts shouting for Marines, I think.
Yeah, Marines to seize the admiral and the colonel and takes over CIC.
Yeah. This private like jumps in front of Adama because the Marines are jumpy and they're not supposed to fire, but they start firing at Adama anyway because they're freaked out, I think. And the poor young man is killed.
Yep. Adama is pretty pissed because he totally cares about this ensign who's totally been a major character this entire time. He's a private, not an ensign, but yeah.
Yeah. And Gata's like issuing his arrest and has to like try again because Adama's like not interested in this. There will be no amnesty, Adama says, though. And
no, there will be a reckoning.
Yeah. Gata's been wanting that. He's been wanting a reckoning. So
yeah. Doesn't sound bad to Gata. It should, but it doesn't.
Exactly.
The senior staff gets locked up, Hoshi included.
Oh, I didn't catch that part. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they lock Hoshi up with everyone else. Which makes it, like, if you're Gata and you're trying to protect Hoshi, like, you lock him up because if you lose, then he's safe. And if you win, then
He's
once it's
safe,
done,
obviously.
you just go free him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, cool. Well, let's talk now. Like, so there's time there, I guess, from his perspective. But Lean Starbuck are on the move. They make it to Adama's quarters, and Rosalind is just hanging out.
I think she's at least dressed now, right? She's got her wig on and she's in her suit and stuff.
Yeah.
Although it still is a little weird. Like, why is Mom just here?
Yeah, where are the guards? What's also, what are you doing here? They bring Rosalind up to date, and she has an idea on how to get on the wireless and
Hold on.
for them to stop Zarek.
That's all great and fine.
Yeah.
So the Marines, there's no guards outside the quarters.
Yeah.
It's because they don't know Mom is there, right?
They either don't know Mom is there or they left to go because there's been some firefights and stuff now. Fighting is breaking out over. The fighting is happening throughout the
Gata's
ship.
People, because Gata's people would have seized her, right?
If I feel like if they were Gata's people, they would have seized her. They might have been part of the Marines that were ordered to go do stuff because there's a little bit of that too. So
I could also see them just not telling guards that Mom's in there.
yeah, like the guards might be unawares if she came in before a shift change or something and hasn't left and hasn't made enough noise to be noticed. Like there are reasons the guards might not know.
Okay, because for a second there I was like, oh no, if there were guards, they should have seized her. But not all of the Marines are necessarily Gata's people.
Yes.
So
not all the Marines are Gata's people. And also, if they are Gata's people, they might still support the president.
That's true.
You
My
might
beef is with
you might
Adama.
personally just be all like, I ain't gonna say shit because she'll be safe in there, and we can go
Yeah.
do this thing and take this ship over.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason the split has, or one of the reasons maybe that the split has gotten so bad is Rosalind has said nothing since we
Yeah.
got back from Earth. She has essentially disappeared. So mom isn't even, we're having all this FTL discussion and it's gotten heated because like the quorum doesn't feel like they're being heard right. And Adama thinks it's his decision. And mom has not tried to negotiate any of this with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I could plausibly see some of the people being like, well, this is about him, not necessarily her. And
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, we need to go to the bang bus because we've got
Yeah. The
Walter's
bang
got
bus
that
is
wireless.
boarding up.
Mm-hmm. I guess I can see why they took those scenes out of the last episode with Gaius a little bit because he definitely is having like he is old Gaius in this moment, right? Because he's
100%.
the bang bus is boarding up and he's saying, I'm sorry, I have to leave to protect you because if they come, they're going to come for me. They're not coming for you all. So it's better for me if I get on Tyrell's ship and leave.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely, he's, that's just bullshit. Like he's just thinking of what is the best way to save my own ass.
Yes.
It's very clear. So I could see that being kind of confusing when we were trying to figure out how to air this.
Yeah.
But it's not as confusing with something that happens in the next episode. But
Yes.
these two things up against each other could be a little bit jarring.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So Tyrell's like, the hangar deck is gone, but I'm trying to get you out. And Rosalind shows up.
Yes. She makes it to the bang bus. Lee and Starbuck talk to Tyrell. Tyrell offers to get Adama off the ship to protect him, but he can't go get Adama. He needs Lee and Kara to go do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells them the storage bay and the like secret airlock he's got where some Cylons are going to be showing up to take them away.
Yeah. And so Rosalind's like, you guys go. I'm going to get on this wireless.
Yeah. And this is when Adama and Ty take out the Marine escort, and we learn that this is not a Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is a double Die Hard with a Vengeance. We have two separate teams of two going around.
Yeah. Yeah. He throws them off, his Marine guards, by knowing them very well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is distracting enough for him and Saul to overpower them. It's fun when people underestimate the older authority that they think couldn't possibly, I don't know, be mentally spry or physically spry.
Yeah, it gives me hope for the future as I reckon with my age. Anyways,
Right? So
this is Gaius and Rosalind after this, and they have a conversation about how they have both used faith to gain power, to gain or maintain power.
yeah.
A+, no notes, loved this. It's all like, you're really going to give me, like, Rosalind, you're going to give me shit about using faith for power? Really? Really?
Remember all that stuff with Alosia and Earth and all that? But she's like, you know what? Maybe we are both frauds and this is our last chance. So
Yep.
what do you say, buddy, pal,
Mm-hmm.
guy, Gaius?
Gata's all like, oh, put the wireless on for all the ships so I can know what's going on just conveniently 5 minutes before I need to, as he's talking to Tom Zarek at the exact same time, too. And this is when Rosalind busts in on the wireless and starts broadcasting to the fleet about the coup.
Yeah. Right before Rosalind starts her speech, Zarek is super mad at Gata that Adama is alive at all. He's like, what the fuck? You should have just shot him.
Yeah.
Good
If you
sign.
just shot him, this wouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
Gata jams this transmission just a little too late because the guy he's got working is fucking inept. Man, isn't it a shame when someone terrible takes power and puts inept people in important positions and nothing can get done properly and it negatively impacts everyone's lives?
Yeah.
Sure,
Just
glad I don't
worse.
live in that world. Fuck, that'd be miserable.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, Lee and Starbees run into the Dadroll and Solclops. When Starbees tells them that they don't have time for prisoners, they've got a Marine with them that they captured. The Admiral tells his Marine hostage to run. Starbees tries to shoot him but misses.
Oh, she missed? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was taking notes again and I thought she shot him in the back, but I'm glad that she missed. Okay. Rosalind and Baltar are talking about Gata. And he's like, yeah, I guess we both suck at choosing our aides, don't we?
Whoops.
Just another thing we have in common. And he says something about Gata's loyalties were always divided.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Gata's always thought about doing right. I'm the air quotes, friends. And I guess that attempt at right.
Gata sees himself
great.
as lawful good.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, he is not, but he sees himself as lawful good.
Yeah.
And so much of this decision making comes from him being so upset at others' decision making and him not understanding the situation. And we'll talk about it more next up because I have a whole thing
Okay.
with Gata I want to talk about when this is done.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because spoilers for our next episode, I came out of this liking Gata a lot more than I did my first time.
Interesting. I can't wait to hear more.
Well, you're
I'm
gonna
glad
have
I
to
don't
wait
have
a
to
week.
wait a week for that.
Yeah, you don't have to wait a week, but everyone else has got to wait a week.
They can just sit on that for a while.
All right. Let's see here. Baltar calls CIC to talk to Gata. He fails to convince him of anything. The Raptor from the Cylon base ship arrives, and a shoulder pad Sharon is piloting, and then Mom and Dad kiss in front of everyone.
Don't know how I feel about that either. Yeah. Before the Raptor arrives, in Baltar's conversation with Gata, he like tries this thing where he tries to appeal to morality first, and then he goes for the blackmail. Like either of those is gonna work.
Yeah.
Like if the morality doesn't work at this point, I don't think the blackmail is gonna work, friend.
Yeah.
Interesting play, Baltar.
Tyrell gets a call letting him know that Marines are about 2 minutes out from their location. This seems like enough time to get everyone into the Viper and take off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for some reason.
Yeah, I'm looking at my timestamps because I wrote down all the timestamps. I found them fun.
Yeah.
So
I wrote down none of them.
they made it to the ship at 10:32, and by 10:41, Gata's ordering the destruction of the Raptor. So
Okay.
I guess they got on pretty quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adama's not leaving, of course.
Yeah.
And neither is Tyrell, which I've thought Tyrell for sure was going to be going with this Raptor, but he's got a lot of crawling through tubes to do soon.
Tyrell's got his own whole Die Hard next episode that we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But Adama and Ty resolve to hold them off while this Raptor takes off, but also Lee and Starbees run off somewhere else entirely, and Tyrell also runs off. So it's just Adama and Ty standing guard outside of the empty airlock where the president took off from with Baltar.
Well, they're going to be a distraction, I guess. And they
Yeah.
sure are distracting. Like, as these Marines are like forcing the doors open, Adama just starts firing into the hole.
Yeah, just like, fuck off. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we have a whole thing in this show about not firing in the airlocks because the bullets bounce?
Oh, I don't know.
Was that Babylon 5? That was Babylon 5.
I don't remember it for either show, TBH.
It's something else. Okay. Because that logic is thrown out the window very quickly in
Yeah.
both of these episodes if it was there. I
Yeah.
must be misremembering.
Yeah, because we're gonna do more of it in the next one.
Sure are.
Yep. Adama and Ty have a little moment to kind of make up for the whole "were you programmed to be my friend" business.
Yeah.
Adama
It's
doesn't
nice.
care anymore. If you were programmed, you are my friend. And we have an incoming grenade to credits.
Yeah, we get a to be continued. How'd you feel about this one, Laura? I don't want to talk too much about the next one because it's a two-parter.
Yeah, we
so-
need to save it.
We need to save it for that one. For have something to talk about for the next hour of our lives. But how did you feel about this episode?
I was and I tried not to text you too much, but I
Yeah.
did text you at the end of this episode that I was super duper mad at Gata.
Yeah.
And yeah, super duper mad at Gata.
Yeah.
Guy,
mean,
come
like-
on.
How mad are we talking?
I'm mad at him for being so stupid as to think Zarek is a good ally for what he's trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's clear to us, the audience, that he's not. I honestly don't know how much interaction Gata really had with Zarek. Zarek was Baltar's vice president on New Caprica, right? But once the
Mm-hmm.
Cylons showed up, Zarek was imprisoned, right? He was just house
Yes,
arrested. or
Zarek was
something.
was in prison for all of New Caprica.
Yeah. So I don't know how much he could have really known about Zarek, but it should have been clear to him, I think, that the things that I really want are gonna not happen, at least right away with this guy. But he's wanting to do things by a certain code of rules, and Zarek is clearly not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Gata's clearly had some bad interactions with Cylons, so I can understand his hesitance. And I'm kind of mad at Rosalind and Adama a little bit. Rosalind maybe more than Adama. I don't know.
Mhm.
Because Adama is trying to make military decisions, and I can see why he thinks this FTL issue is important, but nobody is really thinking about how things look to people who don't have knowledge. Rosalind and Adama really don't think about that very much, and they should.
Yeah.
Because these little people who don't know anything about some of our Cylon interactions that have been extremely positive, or, they've seen a lot of negatives and very few positives. The uncertainty is really hard on people in general. And uncertainty when you also feel like you have no agency in anything that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
extremely dangerous. And they're not honoring that or respecting that at all.
You're bringing up a lot of points that I'm going to talk about next episode.
Okay. And especially Rosalind's just like, and I understand, like, she's dying. She's had a big crisis of faith.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. But she's abdicated her throne.
Yeah.
And by default, people have assumed Dad is on the throne.
Yeah. I mean, rightfully so. He is.
Yeah. So on that hand, like, I can see why Gata's made some choices, but also, I don't know, this wasn't smart. If he really believed in some of the stuff, he should have tried to look a little harder and clearer at Zarek.
Yes.
So that's it. That's I didn't rate it and all of that.
No, you didn't.
This one I just wasn't I wasn't happy walking out of it at all. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna give it like an 8.
Okay. I love this episode. I love this story arc.
Okay.
We get a lot of really great, like, one of the things that I always like is the good Adama speech, and we get some good one in this. We get to spend time with characters that we don't normally spend a bunch of time with, which is
Yeah.
something I usually appreciate. There's lots of character development. There's lots of movement. And at no point is this show doing the thing that shows with mysteries in their last season do, where it's all like, well, here's more questions, so that way we can have more loose ends to tie up. That's not what we're doing right now. We're tying up loose ends. We're dealing with the reckoning of the choices that we've made in a meaningful way that you have to do outside of the main plot.
Yeah. And if anything, we're using some of these loose end tying ups to like distract from, there's still some questions we got to answer and we still got episodes left. So like, let's just tie this thing up.
And that's not to say that there won't be more questions that come up in episodes we haven't watched yet. There are. You're going to hate it. We'll get there very soon. But we're not there yet. And that's like when I think back on this season of Battlestar Galactica, for me, this is like if season 4 had a like curve shape of ratings, we are at a high. We're going to hit a lull and then we're going to come back up for the finale. But I think, I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm going to feel about the finale on this watch through. I don't know. It's my first time watching it since it aired. I feel like the show put more there than I saw my first time watching it spread out over 6 years. And so that some of that is the more condensed nature of viewing. Some of that is I'm more observant and generally smarter now than I was in my early 20s. My brain is more fully developed. And also that was like early college for me before I had taken any cinema classes and stuff and started to study any of those things. And before I was critically thinking as much as I do currently. So like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I feel like it's going to be a U shape here where I'm going to be really upset for about 2 or 3 episodes before we get to the finale. And then I'm going to go back up. I might not go up as high as I think. This might be the high water mark of this season for me.
All right.
We'll see. But I'm going to give this one an 11 out of 12. But I am going to take 1 point away for Hilo's himbo dumbass saying they need to get fucking hair at a daycare when he hears gunshots outside the door. Goddamn, dude, read the room.
I can also headcanon that, when things are spinning out of control, people just default to normalcy as control.
Yeah.
And that's what his brain did in that moment. Will was like, fuck, daycare.
Yeah. Gotta go daycare. Fuck.
Yeah. So I'll give Hilo some grace.
All right. Well, next week, Battlestar Galactica, Season 4, Episode 14, Blood on the Scales. Rosalind faces off with Gaeta and Zarek to take control of the fleet. Both the alliance with the rebel Cylons and Adama's life are at stake.
Yeah, that's a concise way of putting it. Yep.
It's real concise. Didn't have to edit anything out of that one. You know what else I don't have to edit? My amount of appreciation and love for Jeremy Siegel for composing our lovely theme music. Thank you so much, Jeremy. You can find more of Jeremy's work at jeremysiegel42.bandcamp.com.
And a big unedited thank you to Angry Duck Time Machine on Instagram for our podcast artwork.
Aaron, thanks so much for editing this podcast. And hypothetically, thanks to Ben for recording that little bit for me, assuming that you've done that and that it made it into the edit.
And thanks, listener, for being here with us at this end of the Battlestar Galactica journey. I'm having a great time. Still having a great time. And we'd love to have you in the Discord having a great time with us as well. We're always
100%.
ready to talk about more Battlestar Galactica, even if you're like listening to this in the future.
Yeah, go and give us a rating if you like. Share the show with your friends if you like. I guess it's a weird time to ask for more listeners as we're wrapping up coverage of the thing, but whatever. There'll be more stuff after.
There will. We are planning more things, so
we have
hang on.
We have started to plan the next thing. So announcement will come on that probably. You want to save it for the finale?
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll save it for the finale. But we have begun the work of the next phase of what this show will be. So we are going to keep going. All right, listener. Well, we'll see you next week. Bye, Internet.
Bye.
and we'll see you next time on Who Are You?